The movie begins where we last left off in the post-credit scene of Great Lakes Avengers, as we get a narration for Christopher Powell, played by Scott Chambers, continuing where we last saw him last. I have seen crazy stuff, but nothing as crazy as this. This is something I never thought I would witness with my own eyes. Christopher walks down to see a small crater from a meteor. In it is a small purple gem in the form of a diamond. My name is Christopher Powell. All was good in my life until this happened. Christopher walks towards the meteor and touches the gem, then suddenly a voice played by Shannon McCormick emits from the purple diamond. Christopher Powell, you have been chosen. What? Suddenly, the diamond latches onto Christopher's chest, releasing some sort of nanotech across his body. Christopher panics until the nanotech surrounds his body completely and forms armor of some kind. Christopher looks at the living suit to see he had a purple visor, retractable claws, and metal wings on his back. What's going on? What did you do to me? Calm now, Christopher. You and I have simply bonded symbiotically. What are you? Apologies. Where are my manners? I am Razer. I am from a group of Shi'ar hunters known as a fraternity of raptors. Shi'ar? I don't have time to explain, but someone is hunting me down, which also means they will hunt you down as well. What are you talking about? We need to go somewhere quiet. I will take us there. Razer then makes Christopher fly off to an area of London until he lands in a town. As Razer retracts the armor, Christopher walks around until he finds a bench and decides to sit down. What's your story? Well, it's complicated. Not the first time I've been told that before. Very well. Christopher listens in. The Fraternity of Raptors serve the Shi'ar Empire, ruled by Ken Naramani and his family. They live on the planet Chandalar, the Shi'ar homeworld. They're tyrannical and will stop at nothing until they take what is theirs. So you came down here to... I came to Earth because I defected from them, and I need to hide from someone in the ranks of the Raptors who might be after me. So you are a refugee? That and a traitor to the Shi'ar Empire. What would they even want from you? I know something they don't. Something that, if in the hands of the Empire, it could be catastrophic for the universe. What? I will explain more when I know we are safe from both the fraternity and the Shi'ar. So, what do we need to do? I know of someone who landed here a few Earth hours before me. They can help us find the location of the relic. Relic? I'll explain on the way. Right now, we don't have time to... Suddenly, a villain with purple energy blasts attacks a bus, then people start to panic. Oh my. Be on your guard, Christopher. What? No, we can't beat her. Are you nuts? Yes, we can beat her. The villain turns around and is revealed to be Andrea Haggard, aka Loadstone, played by Aya Cash, as she turns around. Come get some! Razer then forms the armor on Christopher and gets out the claws from the armor. Oh great, another guy with armor. And I just left New York to get away from heroes. Oh shit, no, I can't do this. Fine, let me handle this. Razer takes control of the armor and engages in a fight with Loadstone. Okay, what do I do? Who are you talking to? Disable her weaponry, Christopher. Christopher slices the gauntlets while in control and destroys them. Then Razer takes control and knocks Loadstone out. Razer? Right. I will need a location for us to recuperate. I think I know a place. Razer then flies off as Christopher guides him to an apartment complex. He then lands down and retracts the armor to let Christopher knock on the door. Christopher does so, Then the door opens as Miranda Cruz, played by Camila Mendez, answers the door. Oh, hey Christopher, what you doing here? And, how did you get here on foot? It's a long story. Well, come in. Christopher enters her apartment. So, what's going on? Well, it's complicated. How so? Christopher then has Razer form the armor around him, answering Miranda's question. We then cut to outer space as we see Talon, voiced by Vic Chow, and Geyer, voiced by Derek Phillips, in a Shi'ar spaceship as they discuss something. We have waited too long to find that traitor. Patience, brother. It will take time before we are able to find Razer. If I led the fraternity, Deathbird would never let that happen. She is a pompous. Be very careful, Talon. Remember what she did to Talon. I understand your frustration, brother, but we need to be patient. The last time we were too impatient, we were defeated by mere humans and a Galadorian. Fine. Suddenly, Geyer gets a message on his communicator. I must go, brother. Emperor Deken has requested I return to the throne world for a mission. Good luck, brother. For the fraternity. For the fraternity. For the Shi'ar. For the Shi'ar. Geyer then flies out of the ship to go to the Shi'ar throne world. We then see a signal go off on the monitor of the ship. Talon looks at what the monitor is showing as it is revealed to be the location of Razer. I'm coming for you, traitor. Talon then activates the ship to set its destination to Earth. And when I do, I'll make sure I tear both you and your host apart. The ship then travels to the planet to go and find Razer. We cut back to Earth as we catch up with Christopher, Razer, and Miranda as we see them walk to an abandoned barn. So, this alien friend of yours, is he the armor? Yes and no. I'm a sentient machine that attaches to a host and symbiotically bond with them. Oh, I see. The three of them enter the barn as they see something surprising. A white armored Galadorian space knight. Razer? Yes, I am here, Unam. This is revealed to be Unam the Unseen, voiced by Jeremy Jordan. Who are you? I am Unam, Space Knight of Galador. What the hell happened? The Shi'ar hunted me down, and they wounded me well. I retreated here because I located Javelin and Rom here. Why, Rom? A friend of Unam's. Can someone tell me what's going on? Unam, care to explain to him what is going on? The Shi'ar are seeking a relic that could grant the power needed to conquer the universe. A relic called the Black Vortex. Well, what does it do? The Vortex elevates you to a cosmic entity, but there is no accounting for what it does to your heart. What he means is that though it does contain absolute power, it can corrupt one's soul. So, what do we do? If we wait for too long, we're gonna be sitting ducks. But you are mammals, not aliens. You are all standing while I sit wounded. What? Why did you... Forgive my friend. Galadorians don't understand figure of speech or phrases. Here. Unam hands the coordinates to Christopher. Take this and find my friends before the... Suddenly, Unam gets impaled by a multitude of blades shaped like feathers as Unam falls down, as it is revealed that it was Talon who killed him behind the barn. Galadorian filth. Your idiocy was what made the High Evolutionary throw you out like the trash you are. Unam's corpse falls to the ground. Razer, it's been a while, brother. It seems not long enough, Talon. Who? Miranda, go! Miranda runs out. I see you've bonded with a weak host, Razer. Says the one with the host who's under control of the Shi'ar. So I wouldn't call Christopher weak, Talon. You will pay for betraying the Empire. And when I kill you, I'll bring them here to kill this entire planet. Not until I get the information on the Black Vortex first. Christopher and Razer bond into one entity as they now embrace this new Armored 4. You're going to have to pry the information from our cold dead hands. Then die, Razer! Darkhawk and Razer engage in an intense fight as they crash out of the barn and take the fight to the sky. You have always been weak, Razer. A disgrace to the fraternity and the Shi'ar. The only disgrace we see is you, Talon. Your pride and ego will get you nowhere. It sure as hell won't help you overthrow Deathbird. Talon gets enraged and claws Darkhawk. Darkhawk falls to the ground as Talon lands on Darkhawk, pinning him down with his leg. You are a fool, Razer. You and your host. Soon, I'll kill everyone your host loves. Even the female. Never! Darkhawk proceeds to beat the ever-living hell out of Talon until he can't get up. It's over, Talon. Kill me. Finish the job. Do it! No. Live. Live knowing you failed because we beat you. And remember the name of the one who did beat you. I'm gonna make you pay. Talon flies off, beaten and wounded, as Darkhawk looks at the destruction of the barn. Christopher! Razer retracts the armor as Christopher hugs Miranda. We should take a vacation after all this. Yeah, I agree. I do suppose we need to get some rest before the quest for the Black Vortex begins. So, where do we go? How about, I don't know, New York? I suppose we could travel there. We cut to a few weeks later in New York as we see Christopher and Miranda walking around Times Square as they get a few items from multiple stores. You know, this was the perfect location to take a break in, Christopher. I must say, know a lot of places here. Well, my dad and my mum took us during Christmas time. That was before Mum was in a coma. I am sorry to hear about that, Christopher. I hope she does wake up one day. I hope so too. Christopher, my sensors indicate a sort of hunger. Yeah, where should we, go eat? I think I saw a pizza place over back there. The two of them go to a pizza place and eat some New York style pizza. Is it normal for that piece of food to be abnormally large? Yeah, of course it is. It's New York pizza, Razer. Oh, very well. As they're eating, Razer has a thought. Christopher. Someday, we will need to find the Black Vortex. And find Unam's friend. Don't you mean friends? That's the problem. I don't sense Javelin's energy signature. Christopher falls silent. Talon will most likely return to the throne world to inform the Empire of our whereabouts. And we will need Rom when the time comes. So be ready for it when it happens, Christopher. So, what is Talon doing now? We cut to the Shi'ar throne world where a wounded Talon enters a building as you see Gaia looking at Talon. I told you to be patient, and look where that got you. What did you even fight that made you look like this? Not what. Who? And it was Razer. Razer did that to you? You are either weak or Razer has chosen a stronger host. I can assure you, I am not weak. Enough! Your Majesty, we apologize. The guard kneels before a woman in the shadows. Your Majesty. Talon bows down. I have great news, our great leader. It better be worth the trouble of you returning here looking like a dying animal. The location of the Black Vortex was found, and I know who has it. The Black Vortex. After so long. We also encountered a Galadorian on Terra. A Galadorian on Terra? I have new missions for you then, Geyer. Go across the galaxy and make sure there aren't any Galadorian survivors. Geyer flies out of the building. And as for you, Talon, go forth and find anyone else who knows any information about the Black Vortex. Of course, Mistress Deathbird. The person comes out from the shadows to reveal herself as Deathbird, played by Sonoya Mizuno. Then go. The first post-credit scene begins in New York, as we see Christopher enter a music shop looking for a few certain CDs Miranda requested they get during their trip. I don't understand the appeal of this musician. It's a bit too energetic. Miranda is a very big fan of this person. I prefer Frank Sinatra or Adele, to be honest. Well, Miranda wanted us to get 3 CDs of these, so let's go. Christopher gets 3 album CDs from a certain artist, but we don't see the cover yet. Then goes to the cashier to buy the 3 items. Ooh, didn't know you were a K-pop fan. It fooled my girlfriend. She's a very big fan of this person. She has very good taste, in that case. Yeah, she does. Could we at least get a Frank Sinatra vinyl? Hold on a moment. Christopher then goes to the vinyl aisle to find a Frank Sinatra vinyl for Razer. The cashier looks behind to find a scanner. The camera then pans to the CDs as the covers reveal different names, all made by one artist named Luna Snow. Then it cuts to black. The second post-credit scene begins with Firefall, played by Aaron Paul, in a West Virginia prison, as he is let out early by someone. He is confused until he is escorted to a limo and driven to a military base. Okay, what the hell is going on? Relax, Mr. Stryker. Everything's okay. A woman in the shadows is seen. Who the hell are you? Oh, just someone who can give you a second chance. The woman comes out revealing herself to be Vice President Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, played by Julia The two walked into the military base further until they saw him see an orange Galadorian armor made from javelin. So, Archie, what do you say? Firefall looks at the armor, then back at Val. If it takes the rest of my worthless life, I swear to God, I'm gonna hunt down and destroy that piece of shit. Hey everybody, it's Adrian Manray. Thank you so much for watching Darkhawk. I worked hard on the script and on this video. You don't know how excited I am to tell this story. I have a couple more stories to come, and I hope you enjoy them on the way. But with that being said, this is Adrian Manray, and I'll see you guys next time when I either edit another person's project or release a project of my own. See you guys, and well, let's see what's up next in the side project schedule.
I told you, boyo. Simon is booked for the next 3 years. If you want to book my client, you better come up with a better offer than that. Oh, what's this? Oh my, a new album! Give it to me right now!
사라져줄게 난